Hey there, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Welcome to the Pain and Chasin' Show with your usual guests, Eddie Money Mendez, Warren Dante. I'm not sure if Mark is going to make it tonight or night, guys, but if he does, awesome. If not, we'll catch him on the next one. We have a special guest tonight. It's none other than Ben Toh from Cosmic Chase. How you doing, Ben?
Oh, this way. Hey, hi.
Hey.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. We definitely wanted to get you on. I'm glad we got you squared away. Got you on here, man. It'll be a fun night getting to
All
know
right.
you better than we already do.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Payne, how you doing today?
I am all right. Rushing at the last minute as usual. Just give you guys fair warning. The reason why Ben and I are friends are because we are both Singaporeans. So what that means is during the show, you're gonna see my accent completely change. When I talk to another Singaporean, I go full Singaporean, and my American accent is just like. All right, so I'm just giving you guys fair warning. But also, while we here, Ben was kind enough to design this Cosmic Paingasm discount code that you can use at Cosmic Chase Store for all of your pre-orders and anything that you want. This is an inside joke, and so I thought it'd be funny, but we'll post this again in a little bit. But yeah, just throwing that out there.
Very cool, man. I know Eddie's used your code already.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of that, Warren, how we doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just happy to be here, hanging out, talking some statue.
Definitely, man. No, man, it's always nice when we get together Friday and get to talk what we like to talk.
sure.
Eddie, man, how you doing? And then introduce who we got so far in the chat.
Yeah, TGIF baby.
TGIF.
Glad to be here and talk to you guys and hang out and shoot the shit. But yeah, we have a lot of people in here. We got Edwin in here. What's up, Edwin? We got Terry. How you doing, Terry? We got Dennis, always showing love. What's up, Dennis? Warren's in the chat and on the show. He's a multitasker, so is Pain and Chasing. We got Joe saying hi to everybody except me every fucking time. Thanks for that, Joe.
That's intentional now.
Yeah. Aiden, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Walton, how you doing? We got Alan or Alan? Alan? I don't know. It spells
Mr.
weird to me.
X.
Vasish, what's up, dude?
Oh man,
Who else
we got
collectors enabled.
Mike.
I think it's Mike.
you,
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah, it's
What's up,
Mike.
Mike? And
Flow Walker, my buddy Matt's in there.
I got
Maxine's
Matt.
in here.
yeah, Flow Walker right here.
Oh.
Ben Toh.
Ben. Yes,
What's
sir. What's up, Ben?
I
Hey.
mistaked Ben for this Ben last week. He
Yeah.
commented on my channel, and I was like, "Oh shit, Ben's commenting on my channel," and it wasn't.
It was a different Ben.
Yeah, it wasn't this Ben, but it was still cool to have you comment, man. Mercer, what's up? Damn, we got a lot of people back.
Yeah, man.
We got Steve, Casual Nerd Problems. What's up? Oh, we got X
And Mr. X.
checking it
we do.
out.
Wow.
Man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, sir.
Razor,
Naked as usual.
Knight. The
Night.
actual
guys
Knight
we have?
is watching, dude.
Yeah, Knight's a friend of mine.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think I got everybody. If I missed you all,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but thank you all for tuning in tonight.
definitely, man. Wow, I guess we can just get rolling into what we have planned for this evening then, I guess, man. We'll start with some damage we managed to achieve. Payne, it's actually going to be starting off with you, man. You spent a hefty 3K this week, bro.
Well, I only paid the deposit. So
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
spend
okay.
3K yet.
Okay.
But this is the Near Automata diorama. I've been searching for this thing for a long time. Honestly, I didn't want to spend the money. Obviously, like it's a pricey piece, but I really love this thing. It's 3 characters, and then what tipped me over the edge is I saw Art unbox his, and I was like, God damn it! But I didn't get the DX. The DX was a little bit more. But if you bought this out of any other store, like the North American allocation is different from the Southeast Asian allocation. On the North American allocation, your shipping is covered and is absorbed. So, I mean, technically, shipping's like $700 on this thing. So, it seems pricey, but it's kind of like in line. So, if you tried to buy it out of the China allocation and ship it to the US, then you'd be screwed. But nah, this is cool. I like this. look at Mr. X. I've given him a lot of money, and I still haven't gotten any dick pics. Oh, love it. Yeah, no, I got this dio to hopefully go with the Attack on Titan dio when they come out, because I really like dios. I just discovered that. So anyway,
Fair enough, man. I mean,
Yeah, it looks good.
this thing sold out crazy fast, man. So I'm glad you were able to
Crazy
find
fast.
one on cancellation, man.
yeah, yeah.
I think even Art said that he was planning to just get it in and check it out and maybe review it and then sell it, but
Sell
he
it and-
decided to keep it.
Yeah. So after he did, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I really want that now.
It's pretty hard to get it right, isn't it?
Super hard. It took me like 3 weeks. I refreshed Big Bad Toy Store every day. I refresh. 3 weeks. Finally, when I found it, when I was in the toilet taking a shit at work, suddenly I was open for quickly finish my shit, run down onto my desk, and I quickly order.
Yeah, as far as I can remember, yeah, this product actually, the pre-order was last year.
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah, and then it got sold out pretty quickly. So I remember you asked me right.
Yeah, I thought to see
a
if
few
you can
weeks
find
back. Yeah, if I can find it.
a while back. Yeah, because when I asked you, not only me, I think me and two other friends wanted.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Fair enough, man. Well, congrats to you. Ben, I know this is new to your collection.
Wow.
Yes, this is the XM Studio White Knight bike. Yeah, Bat Cycle. It's a very expensive piece, but at the same time, yeah, it's very nice. You can actually display by its own, right? Yeah, and then it took a really, really long time for me to assemble this piece. I think there's a total of like 40 plus parts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then most of the parts in the bike itself, right, is broken down into many different small parts, and then you have to piece it up. Took about 2 hours plus for me to set it up. Finally got it set up. Very nice piece. Yeah, if anyone is interested, I think you should better get it soon.
Oh, is it?
I just feel like the price will probably go up.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely.
in a few months' time.
You
Yeah,
still
it's
have?
very nice. I still have a few.
I feel
Oh, that means must buy soon.
Because the fact that it's expensive, right? I didn't know what. I'm also afraid about storing all these stocks.
Yeah.
It's going to hold my money there, right?
Yeah. Oh, so you only got a few left, lah.
Yeah, a few left.
Okay. Well, you heard it, guys. If you want it, our guy, Mr. Ben,
Yeah, it comes in
better
two
get it while you
boxes.
can.
Yeah, it comes in two
Mhm.
boxes. nice
And
piece.
enough.
you've got that code to use if you want. Hey, I like the code. It's funny.
Cosmic Paingasm. It is funny. man.
It makes me laugh, man.
Then Eddie, man, I believe this was you. You picked this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats, Eddie. You're dropping the big
Yeah.
money on the quota, Loki.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was gonna get this one or not, and I definitely want a Loki for the Marvel collection, so I didn't think we were gonna get any other good ones anytime soon. Cause this wasn't. I would have preferred to have him with the helmet and the staff, and he's got the scepter here, but I like it when it's in the staff mode or whatever, and then the helmet and all that. But this one's still pretty sick, and it's it was sold out. They sold out all of their stock from Queen. It's still available from distributors, but
Yep.
it sold out, so I was worried this one was gonna go away and I'd miss out on it. So I went ahead and pre-ordered it, and I thought I would have pre-ordered it with Ben, but I thought it was sold out, so I pre-ordered it Spec Fiction, and then Payne told me it was available with Ben, and I was like, damn it, I would have fucking ordered it, but
Yeah, he
wow.
updated the website later.
Yeah.
I sent him to your store to buy. He says so out, and then you updated it. I think 2 hours later.
Oh look.
Oh,
Hey,
we
it's
got
Mark.
what's up, Mark?
What's up, guys?
So,
Fashionably
Hey.
late. Love to see it.
I like to make an entrance. What's up,
Yeah.
Ben?
hey, Mark.
Nice
It's
to see
actually Mark, it's actually perfect
Yeah.
timing, man, because I mean, Eddie, from second thought, that's just fantastic, man. Congrats.
Thanks,
I think
man.
you're gonna love it. I really do.
Yeah.
But Mark, we're actually right to you now.
you. Look at that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool, man.
Doesn't someone else on this panel have this coming?
Warren does.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I thought Warren did. Yeah. Can't wait for this piece. Yeah, so Ben, if you want to sneak this out the back door first before everyone else's,
Oh yeah, you ordered with Ben, didn't you?
I sure did. Yeah.
Very cool, man. Which head sculpt you liking out of the three the most?
You know, this is maybe the first one where I like all three, like a lot.
Yeah.
But I like the white hair, to be honest.
White hair. Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
The piece is gonna be phenomenal, man.
Yeah, I
Congratulations.
like the white hair too. I prefer
So,
that
hey,
one.
I'm going to interrupt 1 second. We haven't gotten this part of the show yet, but I did promise someone that I will ask his viewer question before 10:15 p.m. So let me ask Ben his question first. So, Ben, we have a question from a viewer. He didn't want to be named, but he just wanted to ask you before he went to bed was, hey, Ben, all I want to know is when will Cosmic be getting getting the Queen Studio Alien life-size bust? I think this is on the top of all collectors' minds and needs to be addressed. I have no idea what he's talking about, but do you know? Is this something you're going to carry?
To be honest, are there any releases from Queen
Yeah, I
Studio for this Alien Life-Size Bus picture?
No, there's not. It's just on the phase
No,
1 release
yeah.
sheet. It hasn't even got leaked yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably they have it in their like upcoming products, but never the pictures.
But how soon when they let's say Queen announce they announce the stuff, how soon before you are able to get it into your inventory get your allocation and list it on the store?
Usually within a day. Yeah.
Oh,
Fair enough, man.
fair enough.
Yeah, let's
Go
get
back
into
to where we're going. Yep.
No, we covered it, man. That's everyone's pickups
Oh.
and arrivals for the week.
Everyone's damaged? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, let's get to the next section of the show. So thank you all for coming. Thank you to my buddy Ben, my Singaporean kaki, for coming on the show. We wanted to, this is a great chance and opportunity to just talk to you, pick your brain, understand more about how your store works, how the industry works. So yeah, let's take it away. Any questions for Ben? Throw them in the chat, guys.
I'll just get it started. So, Ben, what made you want to get into distributing these pieces, man? Did you see like an opportunity to make yourself a nice living out of it, or is this something more you do on the side and you have another job as well, or what's the situation? Uh-oh.
Is he frozen?
Wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's
Did you
frozen.
guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go. Now you're
All
good.
good.
Did you hear the question,
I
Ben?
think. I think so.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think everything started like 6 years back. Yeah, when I was back then I was like a Hot Toys collector, right? And
Yep.
then it's only like 6 years back that I was introduced to Statue, in particularly XM Studio products, right? And my first piece was Ant-Man. It took how do I say? Yeah, back then it was pretty expensive, right? If you compare to Hot Toys, and I didn't really wanted to put too much money into statue collection. But it's only after some time, you kind of like appreciate and feel like the presence is much more better than as compared to Hot Toys. There isn't a need for you to even think hard about how to display it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So after some time, I get into statue collection, and then come to know that there's actually a lot of collectors out of Singapore, right, who also wants to look for XM Studio products. So that was the time where I got into this business, but just trying to get a bit of like earnings or living from there. Yeah. So that's where it all started. Back then it was like, I was thinking about, how to actually help collectors to get XM Studio products at a reasonable price. Yeah, so that was when I started, queuing up in Comic Cons. In Singapore, we call it STGCC.
Yep.
Yeah, so I basically know nothing about it. Just doing what other collectors are doing, right? Queuing up and trying to get whatever products I want to get for collectors. So didn't expect that, eventually it turned out to be something that I'm doing pretty well, right? Along the way. It's also a challenge to get people to have trust in me, right? Because the fact that the engagement, everything is on social media. It's not through any like official website or store that I have. And then things went pretty well. And then eventually got me to where I am now. So I started Cosmic Chase, and then making an official store for people to do pre-order. Yeah. So right now, my focus is really on helping collectors to get statues that they want. Yeah.
Eddie, you want to roll the viewer questions? We got 2 already.
Yeah, sure.
Questions.
So first question from Backlog. I do not know how to pronounce his name, so if one of you guys want to do that, you can. But he says, how much, this is not the real question, but how much chicken and chocolate do you have to bribe Ang Sing with to get on his good side? And then real question, what was your first statue, Ben?
Okay, go. Yeah. You can see from Ang Sing's size, right? He's probably pampered with a lot of good food. So I don't think chicken or chocolate is enough to bribe him. Yeah. He's having a good life, right? The real question, first statue. Like I said previously, it's the XM Studio Ant-Man. Because back then, it was actually considered as the more cheaper alternatives that I have, because previously I think those releases before Ant-Man, they are pretty expensive. Once it's released, it's sold out, right? Second piece that I got was actually the Captain America, and I spent like 2 times, or I forgot, I think it's 2 times the price of the retail price. Yeah. So that was like my first and second statue.
Oh, cool.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Cool. And then next question we have from Maxime. Singapore is obviously a hot spot for collectibles. Why do you think this is?
Why do I think this is very interesting? I think for statue wise, the craze kind of like started when XM started, right? But of course back then there are definitely a group of statue collectors, right? So I was not in that era. I was like the time where XM started. I only got to know about statues when XM released some of their products. I think my first knowledge or my first encounter was the Magneto on Throne, right? And then they were saying like, wow, this piece, the price shoot up like 4 times. I'm like, wow, that's quite crazy, right? So went to have a search of it, search into XM Studio website and see, wow, there's really some good products. I mean, back then, XM Studios design quality was much superior than other studios. That's my opinion. And then back then there wasn't a lot of studios. You don't have Queen Studios, GNT Studio or whatsoever. So the focus was really on XM Studio, and that sort of like bring up a lot of craze in Singapore. And then the fact that the price always goes up after the pre-order closes, right?
Yeah.
And then people are like, even you have non-collectors, it caught the attention of them, and then they start buying. So that's where the craze comes. Yeah.
Okay, we have another question. Ben, would you ever source or offer anime statues from China or Europe, or will you stay primarily selling licensed statues from main companies?
Are you referring to
GK, I think.
GK?
I think GK. Yeah.
Oh, GK. I did thought about it back then, but I'm I'm kind of like concerned about the after sales support, right? Especially from GK Studios, because I do see like cases where people receive the products and then it's broken, and there's like no ways of getting it replaced, right? You have to find someone to fix it. So that's really my concern, because for licensed company, they do have like sort of like some responsibility there, right? The need to make sure that every collectors receive or have a statue as a whole, right, without any damages. So which is also the reason that I kind of like have second thoughts about whether to to have it on my store. Another reason being that I also try not to complicate the situation, right? The fact that I'm selling licensed product. If I were to sell non-licensed, what would it mean for the licensed companies, right? I think they wouldn't like it as well. So that was like the second reason. Yeah.
So actually, let's run this next question from Mr. X.
Yeah, it was a joke question.
I know, but
Mike beat me to the punch. I was gonna say, I don't know, you guys are in different weight classes now, and Mike said, "Jem lost too much weight."
Y'all are wild.
Heavyweight versus lightweight.
but
Nice one, Warren.
yeah. So let me ask you, because I wanted to ask you. So you started Cosmic Chase how long ago? 6 years? 5, 6 years?
No. I think it's in mid 2020.
Oh, okay. But
2020.
Ben, I think that storm looks weird in that picture. I think you need to send it to me.
So most people will not know this, but you were a software engineer.
Yes,
before.
I am. Yep.
So how did you go from working being a software engineer into suddenly becoming an entrepreneur? Like, what made you decide to change course?
It was how do I say? Because okay, maybe you can say like 4 or 5 years back. I was holding a job, and then I decided to quit my job and to start off my own software development company. Right. And that time was really a tough period for me. I think I hang on, persevere for about 2-3 years. But the company is not growing to what I hope, right? And then there's a need to look at other source of revenue. So being a collector, right, back then, I thought of like, try, the same as other resellers, right, to give it a shot and then try selling it or getting sales in social media, right, specifically Facebook. Yeah, so that's where I started. And then things got better and better. and that makes me to transit over to doing this. Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Let's run with another viewer question because I am blanking right now. Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah, Backlog asked, would you ever sell damaged or broken statues or parts at a discount? Not sure if that's even possible or allowed.
The interesting thing is I don't even know if they are broken or dead, right? Because the fact that they are all new boxes, they are sealed. So it's really based on a leap of faith, right? That just thinking that every box inside the content, everything is perfectly fine. But of course, when it ships out, sometimes the unfortunate thing happen. Yeah, then I probably have to look for ways to seek for a replacement or get someone in their hometown or country, right, to have it fixed. Yeah, broken parts. I mean, if it's something that I have in my in my collection and I want to sell and happens to be broken, I think I will have it fixed first before sending it out. Yeah.
So I think for especially for the American audience, a lot of people don't know how small Singapore is. They also don't know like family structure, how we live in HDB flat.
Mm.
You really cannot put statue at home. You really
Yes, you
cannot.
can.
You cannot put any statue at home, especially if you have a child or you have grandma. Sure to be broken. So for you have your own little gallery, your own
Mm-hmm.
works office, and I think it's right next door to XM, right? That's why you're able to send us stuff early.
It's not really next door, but it's very, very close. Yeah.
Ah,
So that's
so
why I can actually get it fast and ship it out.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then a question is for you as a collector, because
Mm.
you only have the gallery, you don't have any space at home. What kind of pieces do you go for? What is your criteria because you are so limited on space? What makes it into your collection?
I have to be very, very selective to really think very carefully whether I like it a lot, like it or not, right? So I have to ask myself like many times, do I really like this piece? Do I have space for it? Yeah, the many, many questions. Because I think years back, right, I think before the gallery was set up, I don't really have space to put. So I have to keep all in the warehouse in my own storage, right? So it's only recently that I set it up. So I just kept like a few pieces that I really, really like. So the one that I like most is Hotbuster. I think it's same as Art, right? I think I saw Art live show, and then he said that he liked the Hotbuster a lot as well. So same as me. So he has been with me for the longest time. So finally, I get a chance to display it. Yeah, and I really like XM Studio female statues.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. They're really good.
Really, really.
There
good.
was another viewer question.
Yeah.
I'll cut in between Payne here, but Backlog asks, Ben, will Cosmic Chase be at Singapore Comic Con with their own booth?
Unfortunately, I would say no.
No.
Because for the very simple reason, XM will have their booth as well, right? So yeah, they would just have a look there, and I don't have access to all the new releases or prototypes. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then so for a few years you've expanded Cosmic Chase, and now you've got a warehouse facility. You've got your office front space. What do you see your company in the next several years? What do you going forward? What do you think you want to try and accomplish, or what's your longer term aspirations?
You sound like an investor to me. Like,
Yeah.
how do you see yourself in a few years' time? It's like, okay, I want to know more before doing my,
I am a
due
journalist by trade. I'm supposed to ask these kinds of questions. At least that's how my brain
Um,
works.
I don't really have like long-term goals. I mean, to be fair, it's more of like trying to fulfill or trying to help collectors as much as I can, right? To bring affordability to them at affordable shipping rates, shipping product price. So that has always been my principle, right? Yeah. I think I just let nature take its course, right? I believe that sales will definitely grow throughout the years. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I
and
got
Mark
it.
and
I hear.
go ahead.
Yeah. So
This is interesting.
I know what these are. I'll sell them for money. But the bear bricks, man. How long you been how long you been doing the bear bricks?
Actually, I'm not selling bear bricks, but they are just part of my collection.
No, I meant for you, like personally. How long have you been collecting them yourself?
This was way before I started collecting statues. So I think probably like 8 years back,
Okay.
8, 9 years back. So I started off with the small ones. They are in what they call 400% size.
Yep.
Yep. So you can see the small ones there. Yeah. So because of space constraint, I have no choice but to start off. And then the fact that my cabinet was all custom made, right? It was made for hot toy size, right?
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of luxury of height to put these big bear bricks. So I started out with 400%. And then slowly I start to get my very first one was the Jackson Pollock bear brick, which is at the rightmost.
Okay.
That was my very first piece, but I display it just beside my TV cabinet.
Gotcha.
It was not in the shelf. And then now that I have space, I started off picking up some of the bear bricks designs that I like. So right now I only have like four.
Okay.
1,000%. 1,000%.
The big size. So to follow up on that question, this is your warehouse, right? This is where you're doing your business.
Yep.
Your office, yeah. And where's this at?
Oh, this is the other corner.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's the blue section and there's the white section.
Gotcha. Yeah. Man, Eddie, you have a question, man?
Yeah, I didn't clear this question with management, so I hope I don't get in trouble. I just thought about it on the spot.
Hey, man, no worries.
Fire away,
Ben,
man.
in your opinion, a big topic of discussion right now in the community is rising prices in product and everything. And in your opinion, since you're on the distributor side and you see more of that aspect, like the business side and what it costs to ship and things, do you see the rising price points in, say, like Prime 1 with the Predator and just things in general? Do you feel that's more of a reflection of the aftermarket nowadays, or is that a reflection of current prices on shipping and materials and things like that because of a pandemic and just rising costs and everything in general? What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is both statues and shipping costs is crazy now, to be honest. I think you have seen in one of the latest product, like you mentioned, right, Prime Predator. How much it costs? Like
56.
Yeah.
5,600 US. Yeah.
$5,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very expensive, to be honest. I'm not sure what's the cause of it. Definitely inflation. I think the cost of producing one is very expensive now in China as well. So that could be the reason for it. Yeah. I'm not sure, like the price compared to what was then a few years back. It's like, is it double up?
It's
Yeah,
a lot higher.
pretty
I think pretty much, right? Yeah.
Yeah, almost. When you factor, yeah, more or less. Yeah.
So what are your guys? What are your views on the current product or statue prices? Is this something that you feel it's way too much that you might really like consider
I
buying
think
it?
I think it's having an impact on collectors for sure because like even recently you see like a lot of collectors like they're having their entire collections up for sale, and you've seen a lot more for sale posts in the buy sell trade groups. So I think it's definitely having an impact on collectors right now. Like a lot of people are rethinking if it's something that they want to be in, or to continue with the rising prices and that kind of stuff. So I think it's definitely having an impact where people are actually thinking twice now about continuing or
Yeah.
And
That's a very
then,
good point.
hey, Mark, he's got that sound wave, man.
I was eyeing that. He's got
You're
good
you're
taste.
you're buddies. You got something, buddy? To ask.
Yeah, man. I see you got primarily XM stuff. What's your favorite XM statue, and what's your favorite sideshow statue, if you even have one?
Mark, we don't talk about sideshow on the show, man. Come on.
Hey,
Really?
No,
Really?
no,
I'm
no. We're
just joking.
kidding.
I'm just joking. I'm
He's
just
just
joking.
messing. He's messing.
Don't trigger the sideshow people, please.
Yeah, don't do
I've had
that.
enough.
I don't need to get canceled.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
Art.
give my
Remember Art?
top.
It's okay. It's all fun and games. All good.
Yeah. So I'll give my top 3 XM statues.
Yeah.
Hotbuster is definitely my first choice.
Yep.
And then Batman Shogun, the
Okay.
Samurai
Nice.
series, the one on horse.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That is really very, very nice. That's like the centerpiece, right? You can have it same as Hotbuster.
Correct.
Yeah. You can
Definitely.
just push everything aside, right? Just that piece alone. You can just wow your friends whenever they come. Those who don't know much about statue, they're like, wow. Right. The third one is Dark Phoenix. I really like Dark Phoenix a lot. Yeah. I think it's really, really well done. Yeah. It's compact, right? You don't. It doesn't take a lot of space, and yet the presence is there, especially with that Phoenix at the back. Yeah. Sideshow. I do own one sideshow product before, the
Okay.
Thanos on Throne.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Okay.
that's a good one.
I still remember like I had to stay up late night at, I think it was, the pre-order opened at 3 a.m. in Singapore time. And then I fill up my address, sign up an account, and then I click on pre-order. I managed to get it, but right after that, like right immediately, it's sold out. So it's like, wow, that's crazy. It
Yeah.
didn't really have that much.
It used to be like that. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it used to be like that for them.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Warren, you have any
Yeah.
questions or anything?
There's a couple more.
So Ben, like I essentially managed to enable most of these guys into Transformers. Well, except Jason, he was already enabled long before it. So most of these guys have Transformers now. So I see you have Soundwave, right? Do you have any other XM Transformers?
No, I don't because of
Okay, so why?
reasons.
Second part of the question. So why Soundwave over any of the others?
Why Soundwave?
Yeah.
I wish to have Optimus Prime, to be honest. But right now the price is like way too high. If I'll do, go back to the secondary market to find it, fuck man, I think I'll have a hole in my pocket.
Wow.
So no choice. And then
Okay.
me, in my opinion, right, the second best is Soundwave. Yeah, yeah.
So no love for
It's very
Grimlock?
nice.
No love for Grimlock?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
damn.
You forgot about Grimlock. That's
I
right.
forgotten about Grimlock. Shit. Grimlock is really very impressive, to be honest. It's really very
Yeah.
impressive.
Grimlock.
Yeah. Okay. I
So
think
you
it's
have
very expensive.
so you have any inside information from XM? I know they said most likely they're gonna do
Galvatron?
Galvatron
I think
after. But
I think
you have,
they mentioned about that, right?
They did, correct.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you think is coming after him? Everybody wants that Shockwave.
I didn't really ask them. But
What
what do you
about
think if they go into the other lines like the Beast Wars?
yeah
I think Prime One just had a recent release, right? Beast
yeah
War.
the Megatron Transmetal up
Yeah.
Megatron yeah.
Yeah. So maybe XM might be doing that. Not sure it's something that the collectors or you want it.
What about Galactus? You have any inside information for us?
Oh, collectors?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
No, you can't tell us, or no, you don't have any
No,
information.
no. I don't know much about when it will be releasing, but just purely seeing from the 3D Scout itself.
Right.
And then there was this discussion about whether to offer collectors in different versions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what do you think if they're coming out with something that is that is like
Oh,
1.2
like Devastator.
meter? 1.2 meter? Oh, how do you
Yeah,
convert
well,
that in paint?
That's like 40,
Equivalent.
45, maybe 46 inches. It's quite
Because
big.
Yeah.
1 meter is 40 inches basically. So
Yeah, 1.2 is yeah, we're like 45. A little bit. It's gonna be a little
45.
bit bigger than Hush Superman. A little bit taller than Hush Superman. Yeah,
So it's like a 10-year-old kid size, right?
pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
So Ben,
Yeah,
what the order gonna be on that Galactus? Like you're gonna order 50 pieces one time?
Oh no, definitely not. It's gonna choke out my warehouse. Yeah. I'll probably play a safer game for collectors, depending
Yeah.
on how many I
I
receive
think
for pre-order, and then
I think everybody's anxious for that Galactus reveal right now.
yeah. But the
True.
details is really very very good, based on the 3D score. So,
Yeah, based on that teaser, yeah.
yeah, looking forward. It's going to cost you a bomb, right? Shipping.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You're in South America, right? Right.
he's in
What's that? No, I'm in
Caribbean.
the Caribbean, yeah.
Or Caribbean. Okay.
Is that yeah?
Yeah, but all my
Little-
stuff ships to the US, so
Little
Ah,
off
okay.
topic, Ben. It's in the
Mm.
picture. I'm a big overseas soccer. Are you like a huge Chelsea fan or something?
Yes, I am.
You are.
I think
Okay.
the color of the wall explains that.
He's a very big Chelsea fan. It's a
I'm-
Singapore thing.
Ben, you finish wipe your tears from Champions League knockout.
But last year we won it, so
They did.
Yeah, that's old news, bro. Old news.
But I started supporting them since the age of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not during the Roman Abramovich era. It was even way back then.
I don't know if you already saw, Ben, but the team got officially sold like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, really? It's so.
Yep, they sold him.
Oh my god.
He's gonna look that up.
Okay, now
Alright, well-
now I'm like opening a Chrome tab and looking.
No, that's cool. We have 4 more audience questions, and then our buddy Eddie here has a question. But before we get there, I want to say that I'm very glad we got another guest to curse like a sailor like me. So yes, everybody that has come on has been like, "Grr." That makes me very happy. So first, one of the viewer questions from Backlog going back, he asked, "What is your most anticipated statue for you coming next?" For yourself, do you have one?
For myself, I'm pretty looking forward to the Queen Studio 1/4 scale Captain America.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it a lot because the movement, the movement of that character, right? The walking forward kind of posture. I think is very well done. I'm not sure whether you guys think about
I know,
have
I
the same
agree.
thoughts. Yeah,
I
and
know.
then
Yeah.
I think the base is pretty small, compact.
Yep.
It really
I
doesn't
love-
take out a lot of space.
Yeah, I love museum style pieces, man. It's just what I prefer. But
Yeah, very well
that
done.
one, that is very well done, and I know you got it, man. Congrats.
Yeah, and XM Studio Red Hook. I think Mark B is also looking forward to it. Yeah, very nice.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Do you have any more space in your office to expand for more pieces? Or you gonna make more shelf or make more podium?
I can, but it's going to cramp up the space, right? Actually, I have second thoughts about whether I should start putting up like shelves and stack them, right? So I had previously I had some discussion with Brian from Module Case about, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Yeah, but I'm still thinking really hard. One thing is that if you see how my display is like right currently, is that I have a few art prints at the back. So if I were to stack it up, means that I might need to remove them. Yeah, man, it's a tough decision. I don't like kind of like I like it like pretty widespread kind of display rather than having it like too cramped. So probably I might just stick to it. Yeah.
I think about that a lot too, because I like art prints too, and I think having like a piece next to an art print looks really good. But then I have a small space as well, so like, it's like, do you want that look, or do you want to utilize as much as your space as you can, and put more statues? So, but I think it looks really good the way you have it. You know.
Thank you. Yeah.
Eddie, go ahead and ask your question because we still have a backlog of audience questions.
Oh, you're good. I asked mine earlier. Go ahead.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So Knight wants to know, what are your 3 top studios and why?
3 top.
If you have any.
Assuming XM's going to be in there.
Queen Studios.
That's my number one.
Yeah, XM Studios.
XM.
The third one.
Sideshow.
Jesus.
Mark.
It's not Prime One. It's not Prime One.
Okay. Interesting.
Maybe J&D Studio. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you on Queen, man. That's personally my favorites. They've been my favorite for over probably around 3 years or so now, man. It's consistently good work, and their prices are. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're obviously a lot of money. It's not cheap, but they're still also within the realm of reason. So you get the best of both worlds, really.
Yeah, I agree. Still limited too.
And limited, yes, sir.
Oh, Maxime asked Ben, if now that you have a collection back there, that's how you will display a piece determine if you get it. Well, I guess it goes back to
Yes, definitely, because of space constraint and also the focus that I'm in, right? I think most of them are Marvel pieces, so usually my consideration would be Marvel, unless like there's really a really good statue like the White Knight Bat Cycle, then I will really consider that. Yeah. Yep.
Backlog asks, what statue was your biggest disappointment, if you had any?
This is a very tough question. Tough disappointment.
Or maybe you don't own any more.
Okay, I wouldn't say it's my. I wouldn't say it's under my collection, but rather, I think there was this recent piece, the Figurama Attack on Titans, right? Not recent. I think about last year, perhaps. I think there was some mention about that piece that the paint was not really well done, because I'm quite a fan of Attack on Titans. So, and then the Mikasa, this character, right, is actually very small. If you look at the scale of the statue, and then I think the paint was really very badly done, and then they sort of like had to recall, and then to touch up the paint and everything. Yeah, so that was like, man, I don't want that piece anymore. So it was supposed to be in my collection, but in the end it was not. So
Mark, go ahead.
If XM could make any statue, what character would you hope for?
oh, very interesting question. I've always been a fan of Final Fantasy, especially Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So if they can do,
So, did you are you getting that $11,000 piece?
no, not that piece.
That's Final Fantasy VI.
That's six.
That's the
yeah,
wrong
not
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 7 is like that's that version, or that, when I started off playing the Final Fantasy series, right? So 7 was the version that was very close to my heart, right? I used to play a lot PlayStation. So and then recently they have a remake. So if they can do that, I think I'll just put deposit for every piece they have.
Well, the thing is,
No question.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know Mark
I
said
think the license is very expensive, right? I'm not
it
sure.
is
That's what they
Square-
say.
you know,
right?
it's Square Enix, exactly. But that's the thing. I know Mark said XM, but Prime 1 does have the potential to make those characters from that license. So if they ever did, man, maybe you'd have some Prime 1s coming.
But I don't want to pay like $6,000 for a character.
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, what the fuck?
I love this guy. I love it.
All right.
Hang on. I didn't want to miss. Oh, Arch asks if Ben could commission a piece, who would it be?
Hmm.
I think that falls into the one that he just answered.
Final Fantasy 7.
Well, I mean, that says if XM, but if you
Yeah.
could do it on your own, would it be the same?
I don't think I can come out something with that is
Okay.
as great as the license company. Yeah.
Or maybe if
But definitely,
you went to the companies and told them to make something. You know.
Oh, sometimes I would suggest like, hey, you guys can do this. But
Does
I
it
did
work?
mention I did mention to them, but they say that it's very hard to get. Mention Final Fantasy. They say it's very hard to get Square Enix license.
Yep.
They usually award license to Japanese companies.
Yeah.
So I think Prime 1 is a Japanese company.
Yeah,
so,
It is. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so which is also the reason they could get it. But Sume actually has it, right? Sume.
I don't think so.
They have. You saying
They
they have
do
Final
have-
Fantasy?
Yeah,
think so.
the license.
Okay.
I think this
I didn't
was.
know that.
Yeah, so
You went and talked to
Looking
Ang Sing,
forward.
is it?
no,
You-
I just
you thought-
like casually, I saw them and I say, hey, come on, do
okay.
a Final Fantasy. They say, oh, it's tough.
Uh,
But I
okay,
think
okay.
they are actively looking for other IPs or license to work on. Yeah.
Then we this is a sort of a funny question. Backlot wants to know: do you dust your statues in your gallery every day? Is not is that a job I can apply for?
Do I look like I will dust my statue every day?
I don't know. Hey, actually, knowing
It's
you and how busy you are, no, I don't think so.
Do any of us dust every day? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Some of us don't dust at all.
Yeah.
It's only when I see like, oh man, there's a lot of dust. It's
Yeah.
time to do it. So I usually do it like, I don't know, like once every 2-3 months. Yeah.
All right.
Man.
Do you guys have any other questions for Ben, or we can move on to the next section?
There was one more if you want to
There
ask
was?
it. There was
Go
one
ahead, I
more.
didn't
It's,
see it.
It was from Walton. He said
Okay.
with XM, which XM statue do you wish that they tone down their unique style, like the way that they kind of XM stuff with their weird style, and then is there a different route when it comes
Weird
to a
stuff.
pose? Like, so is there a piece that maybe you would have chose a different pose or maybe less of that XM style?
I'm not sure if you know about this particular statue, the Planet Hawk.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think back then there was another version of it. I thought it was pretty well done, but it took them like about 3 years. I think took collectors like 3 years wait for that statue, and then suddenly they say that they decided to change the design. So but of course I'm not saying that the newer version is not nice. It's nice as well. It's just that I wish to see it produced right, the very first version of it. Yeah, because I thought it's also well done. Yeah. So why is
wasn't
it why is it unique style?
Yeah.
How
I wasn't a
unique?
big fan of the musculature sculpt on that one. I think that one's hand sculpted like they used to do. I think it is anyway. But I don't love
Yes.
some of the musculature on it. I didn't love. I thought I don't know,
Yeah.
was overdone or I don't know.
I think it was hand sculpted by Aaron Perez, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so he did the Red Hawk as well. Actually, the Red Hawk is very, very impressive.
Yeah. I like that
It's
one.
really, really, very nice.
Mhm.
You have to see it in person, and then you're like, wow, very nice. And anyone has it?
I
I think
don't.
Warren has everything, right?
Wow.
It seems to me like Warren has
He
everything.
does.
No, I don't. No.
Jesse asks,
Ben, I don't have Storm. You can send that to me, please.
That's good.
Oh, I saw it.
Jesse asks, Ben, are you Team Tifa or Team Eris?
Tifa.
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 Yeah, man.
Tifa.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tifa, yeah.
Tifa. You have to be Tifa. Exactly. See, Hot Go Summer. I love boobs. We all know this. This is my guy. Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't love boobs? I love
Who
boobs.
doesn't?
I love boobs probably a little too much. My mother would say, "You love boobs too much," and I
Yeah,
say,
I
"There's no
love-
such thing."
I love the dolphin blow, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Arch asks, Ben, have you had to ban a customer from your store because they were a Karen?
Yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. I have no choice, right? I of course I had a episode, very very interesting episode with a collector who attempts to scam me. Very interesting. Purchased
was
through my
Arch.
store.
It was Arch,
And-
wasn't it? You can scammer. I knew it.
Oh damn,
Yeah.
Arch. Oh damn. Wait.
Yeah.
I am a god. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, very, very interesting experience. Eventually, I still won the PayPal case, but I think that collector, I'm not gonna name that.
Yeah, don't. No need.
Yeah,
No need.
so
We know who it was.
so he actually received the Hot transformation into the Cyclops version B, but claims that he didn't receive it, and then he raised a claim against me. So it was I fought for the case for 2 months. Straight ban. No question asked. Yeah.
I think we all know who it is, so I don't need to say. Everybody can
I
guess.
was gonna say blink twice if you can bench 400 pounds.
Jesus.
Arch says he got banned because he wanted some nude pictures.
I think if nobody was sure, they know now from the chat, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Mr. X is still waiting for my dick pics. So
Wow.
Mr. X dick pics are incoming. There you go, brother. Dick pics are incoming.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
it's not flanksters. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
not him.
Backlog asks, Ben, do you have a favorite sculptor like Caleb Nepson or Eric Sosa?
Actually, to be honest, I like Martin's
Oh.
work. Martin from XM.
Mm-hmm.
I think recently you guys seen what he has released, right? More of like his personal work. There's this diorama, Spider-Man with versus Green
Yeah,
Goblin.
yeah. Saw that.
It's
Mhm.
wow, it's really very very well done. If that can be made into a statue, I will buy it. I will buy it for sure. I think he's the one who sculpted the Dark Phoenix. I think so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you are you getting War Tank for yourself?
I do have
That's-
a few
that's-
extra pre-order slots, so I can just get it and display if I want to.
Ben
But
Ben was gonna
then-
get War Tank, and then he skipped that to get Maestro and thrown with all the trophies.
It's very huge, you know. Have you seen the side-by-side comparison with Hulkbuster?
No.
It's like a big brother to the Hulkbuster. But impressive, I would say.
Are you getting?
I'm thinking.
You
Really
seriously thinking this? Oh, okay. Hey, where are you gonna put?
I
yeah,
think replace-
At
I
that
probably
point,
will replace with something else. I mean,
I
as
think-
in, I'll take off something else and put a water. Like
I
this.
think like this.
Wait.
You call Brian. You do half the room with the module case big enough to put all these big one. Then the other half the room you have your podium and the art print.
You think I have so much money to make another room?
No, not the room. Your room divide by half. You just put half module case and the other half just leave it as it is. Then you can put all your art print to the side.
Okay.
Ah,
Actually, I can extend it to the other end.
okay.
Yeah, you know the
So
one
then-
the side with the Chelsea
Yeah.
jersey, right? It's not very well utilized, so I might considering like extending to the end. Then see how it goes.
Ben, you have a baby boy, right?
Yes.
So is he like drawn to any of these statues as yet? Like,
Not yet. I haven't exposed him to, because this is in my warehouse.
right?
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. Perhaps one day, soon, very soon.
Subaru from the anime world. Subaru, my buddy. He asked Ben, do you collect any custom statues?
I used to, but now I don't.
Same.
I used to buy, but now it really depends. If I really like it, I'll buy it. But right now there is any.
Then, when you sell your own personal collection, are there a lot of collectors in Singapore to sell to?
Oh,
I guess there
usually the request or the hunt actually comes more from overseas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Maxime asks, have you been surprised to see a line not do well?
Not do well. I can't think of any. I wouldn't say not do well, but more of like perhaps the response is not as what is expected. Yeah, like for example, XM Studio came out with the Power Rangers series. I think they only came out with Red Ranger. It's actually very well done. I think even PCS has the Green Ranger, right?
Yeah, in 1/6 scale, I think. Oh no, I'm thinking of.
But they didn't really continue the line, right? Because I think the response from the market is not as
wonder
what they
why.
expect. But
They
they're
do
very well
well.
done.
Power Rangers does well on every other scale.
Yeah.
I wonder why it doesn't do well on statues.
Yeah, I hope they do a Kimberly, right?
That would be awesome.
I mean, even PCS gave it a try, man. As far as they got was the Green Ranger. And it
Is
just
that who's
doesn't.
doing it right now? There's a 1/6 scale statue.
Yeah,
I
it
forget what
just
company.
for whatever
it is.
reason, man. There's no one. I think they're okay spending like the figure prices on those characters, but when it comes to statues, for whatever reason, like you said, whatever that reason is, it's Power Rangers aren't grabbing the buyers.
Yeah.
Backlog asks, Ben, does your wife collect anything besides your paychecks?
Wow.
Oh, it's Connie Arts.
Yeah, unfortunately, she doesn't collect anything. Usually, girls like to collect like luxury goods, like handbags.
Oh,
But
that's expensive.
my wife doesn't. She's a very simple lady. Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, lucky. So the money
That's-
all goes to my collection, right? So she's
Coach
part
Shaw,
of
very
this.
expensive.
She's part of this.
Coach store, Gucci store, very expensive. No.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Louis Vuitton.
Oh yes, please. Don't give my wife any ideas. Thank you. I'm a poor man. I don't need her to be spending more money. Jerry says his wife collects cats and dogs. Right on, Jerry. All right, guys. Should we? Anyone have any other questions? Panel, guys, are we good, or should we just move on to the next segment?
Yeah, I think Ben is probably tired of answering questions right now.
Yep. Okay.
I'm good. I can do it all day.
Hell
He
yeah.
can do it all day. Yeah. He's Singapore's ass. He's Singapore's ass, not America's ass.